Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. I've made my way out here to a little coast side. I actually come up here this morning to see if I could like get a peek at a sunrise, but unfortunately these clouds right here just ain't happening. It's not happening, but it's all good. They're going to get up over those clouds momentarily, and it's going to be a beautiful day. High hopes. It's about 72 degrees this morning here in September. Labor Day is come and gone, and I thought it would be a good morning for me to get out before I get doing my daily stuff, to kind of do a walk around, kind of show you some things, what it looks like after Labor Day has come and gone. Also like to do a little update on the Oceaneer Motel. For a friend, a subscriber of the channel, actually sent me a email and a comment to remind me, like, hey, if you get a chance. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Today's a perfect day to do it before people get moving around out here at the beach. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna make our way a little bit further south past the Oceaneer Motel and going down to the Fort Fisher area and show you the construction update on the new Fort Fisher Museum historic site area. A lot's been going on down there, I've been noticing as I pass there from time to time. Yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff to see today. We're going to make our way over to Brunches, and I'm going to give you my opinion about Brunches since it's been open now for about 2 months. I'll be there actually 4 times in those months with different groups of people, family and things and so forth, different times a day. So I feel like I have a good barometer now of like what Brunches is like and what I think about it. So definitely want to share that with you. So as the breeze kicks up, if there's any wind noise, I really do apologize. We're not going to be on the ocean side all that often in this vlog, so it shouldn't be a problem. So now let's go ahead and move inward and acquire some coffee, because the coffee shops around here do not open today, at least, to 7 a.m. So I had to wait a little bit longer. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. But all in all, let's go grab some coffee, and then we're going to start our little walk around here at Carolina Beach, move to Curie Beach, and then eventually finish it off down at Fort Fisher. And oh yeah, by the way, thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate you taking some of your time to hang out with me down here at the beach. So let's get started. All right, coffee has been achieved. Boom. All right, now we can start a little walk and talk. We got some caffeine. Let's do it. Man, you can definitely tell it's the off season, because it is like a ghost town here in the morning hours on the boardwalk. Even in the summertime, you can come down here early in the morning. You'll see a lot of people walking around, getting their morning walks in. Maybe some of the local people might be doing some walking, but look at it. There's nothing going on. It's so quiet. And Britt's Donut Shop, they was 2 gentlemen just now walked up to see if Britt's was open yet, which is way too early for Britt's. But they do have some hours up here. There's their Labor Day weekend stuff, which is already come and gone, and then final weekend of the season, which at the moment, at the time of this recording, it is the final weekend. This is the dates I'm here roughly. I'm here on a Friday, so it's actually the 6th. And then that'd be it. That'd be it. Sunday, 5 p.m. would be your last chance to get a Britt's Donut. Now I've made my way down here to where the Tropical Rooftop Bar is located. And they used to be rides just about 3 or 4 days ago. This place was adorned with rides, carnival games, food. And it's all been removed that quickly. They don't play around. Once Labor Day comes and goes, man, that is it. But one thing that is still here, that's been here all summer, but not really working. Well, I can't say at all because I was not down here at the boardwalk during the Labor Day weekend. But I kind of covered this many times on the channel here throughout the summer, is the Sea Dragon, the big boat. Look at all the work they did over the summer, and I don't think it ever got to really run much, if any at all. I didn't get to see it run any, but you know, I think even at the end of July or early August, I came down here one night and it still was not running. So if they got it running before Labor Day, I just didn't know because I was not down here. But it looks like they got pretty much everything ready. You know, they got the height gauge up there for the kiddos to see if they're allowed to ride. All this woodwork, this, like, you know, decking has been completed. I did notice last night, I did drive through here momentarily, and I think the lights was lit up on it. So maybe it was operational during Labor Day, who knows. If you've rode the Sea Dragon, by all means, put in the comment section down below, because I never seen it. And right here next to the Sea Dragon, as you can see, the Ferris wheel was completely removed. I didn't know if they was going to leave this one here like they did the one in the past that looked almost identical to this one. The same kind of ride vehicles and stuff. Look how they're just crammed in there. You see them? Right here? Look at them. They're just stacked in there. That is so crazy how they remove this stuff in just mere hours. Maybe a day or something. It's just like all transformed like a freaking Autobot off of Transformers. And it's like they're ready to move it. You know, they just got to remove this big boom that sticks up in the air, this big support. I guess it's going to transform and lay down on top of this one. As you can see, this white side, that white beam going over. This one here will, I'm sure, going to lay down on top of that one, and they're going to move on to another spot and set it up somewhere else. That is so crazy. And right here, we're looking at the back side of Hurricane Alley Bar, and as you can see, all the rides, the bumper cars, everything has been removed. You can see those Dumbo like elephants over there. This right here was a slide, I believe, right here in this area. But yeah, man, they didn't play around. Time is money. Take those rides down, guys. We got to move them on. That is crazy. Looks like they got some of the food vendors and stuff. They're parked over here in this parking area, off into the distance. Oh, I see the lemonade cart. Let's walk over there and we'll walk down Lake Park Boulevard to the Brunches area and check that out. All right, here we are. We made it over here to this parking lot that's closest to Lake Park Boulevard. And as you can see right there is the pizza and the burger thing and the ice cream food vendor. And right there is the lemonade cart that I walked by quite a few times over the summer and never even bought a lemonade. But yeah, other people did. I've seen other people buying lemonades, that's for sure. And man, I just got to give a shout out to Crush and Grind Coffee right now, because this vanilla latte, now I have acquired quite a few coffees and vanilla lattes from Crush and Grind over the years, but this one this morning, for whatever reason, the young lady that made this did a fantastic job. I don't know if she put an extra pump of flavoring in it than normal, but this thing is blowing my mind, man. This is like really good. I'm gonna be sad when this is gone. I only got a few swallows left, but hey, you know, I like supporting local. I kind of change and go to different spots during my vlogs and buy coffees. Even when I'm not filming, I always kind of run the gauntlet of coffee locations here in the area. But job well done right here, Crush and Grind. This is a really good one. Really making my morning walk very happy one. I'm loving it. And now I've made my way over here to the Dive Food and Spirits. And I always like to show off these cool wall murals right here. The CB mural project is really awesome, and I love this, and this might be one of my favorites right at the top. It's hard for me to say a favorite. There's a lot of them I like, but this one right here has always just been one that was just like tugs at my heartstrings. I really enjoyed it a lot. I love the psychedelic, really bright fluorescent colors that this mural has. The turtle down here is so awesome, but right here across from it, it's one that's kind of easy to miss because you are in kind of this little hidden corridor alleyway here. But this here is Malcolm Chicken Hicks, and this is all about the Carolina shag. You see his white shoes right there. But I like that they included in this mural this old relic from Carolina Beach history. I'm talking about the Ocean Plaza right there. And it was torn down many years ago. I'm gonna say back in the mid to late 2000s, I think is when they started taking that thing apart. I can't recall the exact years, but I know it was there through the 90s. Now I'm pretty sure it was there through the early 2000s, like 01, 02, I think. But that big monstrosity right there, that Hampton Inn and Suites, is actually sitting right around the location of where the Ocean Plaza used to be. And also the same building that the Ocean Plaza was kind of connected to at the time, or was really close to, there was a little icy shop there called New Orleans Snowball, which was on the boardwalk here. I mean, it is, you know, as far back as 10 years ago, I know. But when they moved it from that original spot, I don't know, it changed a little bit. I don't know if ownership changed or what, but the ices were not as good on the boardwalk to me. Maybe I grew up a little bit, I don't know, but they always tasted better in that original location. And it was such a cool place because it was small. And when you would go inside, the man running it, there was this one gentleman that ran it, and I used to see him in there all the time. And he had a lot of Polaroids all over the wall and stuff. He would take pictures of people coming there and eating their, you know, their icy for the first time or whatever. And yeah, man, it was such an awesome place. And yours truly, at one time, I was actually on that wall. My Polaroid was on that wall. So really a lot of good memories of the old New Orleans Snowball. And even though I never went inside the Ocean Plaza, you know, it was definitely an adult club type of place for dancing and things like that. But a lot of good memories walking by that thing many times, from the Cabana, King's Motel, walking to the boardwalk as a kid. Kind of sad all that kind of stuff is kind of vanishing out of Carolina Beach. So I've made my way down here to the Hardee's building. As you can see behind me, nothing is really happening all that much at all. I have noticed somebody come down here and they actually mowed the grass, and it looks like they pulled some of the weeds or did something with the weeds over here and like the rocks. It was looking pretty bushy over the summer when me and my wife would walk down here. We all look at the Hardee's building trying to guess like what's going to happen here. And I said, I got a monumental idea. Island Burger Bites, as you know, has always been, I've been very vocal, that is my favorite double cheeseburger in North Carolina. Of all the hamburger spots I go to and try food, Island Burger Bites is like, for me, that is my favorite. Chili, slaw, mustard, simple. Oh my God, the thing is so good. But what if Island Burger Bites, hey, right there you go. You'd have a drive-through window. That would be freaking awesome. Island Burger Bites Burger Hut. I think that's a great idea, man. It'd make life for me a little bit easier. It gets pretty crowded in that little nook that they have inside the convenience store. So if you're new to the channel and you have no idea what I'm talking about, last summer and some of my other videos in the past, I always talk about Island Burger Bites. And right here is the Hardee's building we just looked at, and then right next door to it is the convenience store that I'm referring to, and that is the Island Quick Mart. And you see the sign, half the sign is Island Quick Mart, which is just a convenience store. This used to be a gas station many years ago, but no more. But now they also have a little grill in there that's been around for not almost 10 years, not quite. Island Burger and Bites. And this burger is amazing. They got good Philly cheesesteaks too. Little pro tip there, if you've never tried their Philly cheesesteak, I highly recommend that. You can get a chicken or a steak version. So yeah, definitely try it out. But this is right here is like a must. If you love hamburgers, if you're a connoisseur of hamburgers and cheeseburgers, man, you got to come in here and try it. If you do it in the summertime, be prepared for a bit of a wait. It can get very, very crowded. I'm talking an hour wait at times. So just word of warning there. All right, now I've made my way over here to Brunches Grill. And let's talk about this great place. Oh my gosh. I was really looking forward to Brunches opening when I heard they was coming back in the spring. And I kind of documented it several times, showing you like some of the construction updates and how renovations are going along. I'd walk by here and I keep saying it's coming soon. And finally at the end of June 26th, 27th, somewhere in that time frame is when they finally opened up. And I actually first tried them during July 4th weekend, and on purpose, I tried them at several times. I tried them, me and my wife's been here 2 times for breakfast, like at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. And also we've come for brunch, and everything's been fantastic. And then something different about this Brunches compared to the ones in Wilmington. The ones in Wilmington close at 3 o'clock because they're just known for brunch. But the one here at Carolina Beach, at least in the summer months, I noticed they was open much later. I mean like 9 o'clock maybe. We came over here one day and we was wanting some dinner. We didn't want to cook at home, and we was like, where are we going to go eat? And we come by here and it was open. We was so shocked, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go in there and get some chicken and waffles, right? But it didn't work out because they didn't have chicken and waffles on the menu. They had like a dinner menu, and they had this Wagyu beef, like, what do you call it, meatloaf. It was like a Wagyu meatloaf with like mashed potatoes, and it was like so good. It was like comfort food to the max. It was so delicious. So each time we've come here at all different times of day, the food has been fantastic. The waiting staff in there, phenomenal. I mean, all of them has been so kind and keep your drinks full, and just everything has just been a great experience. And I hope they can keep this up for a long time, because if they do, Brunches should be here for a really, really long time. And it's located right here on the corner of Carl Winter Ave in Carolina Beach and Lake Park Boulevard. So, man, this property has got a bad reputation of like whatever comes here, restaurant, it don't last. It doesn't ever stay very long, you know. And it's been like that for years and years. It's like it's cursed. But I think this place, Brunches, I think they're doing it right. And if they can keep everything going the way they're doing right now, they're going to be good to go for many, many years. And I love sitting outside right here on this little patio area. They have fans like up above the table that lightly blows air down, because, you know, it is summertime around here, the humidity. But they keep it very comfortable, because who wants to eat when you're hot and sweaty, right? But they've done a good job to making little cross breezes in there. And I love the little fans that kind of blows lightly down on the table, just to give you a little breeze across your face, but not hard enough to really blow napkins everywhere. So a lot of good food in here. Highly recommend coming checking this place out in the future if you come to the beach. It's really, really good. Do not miss out on Brunches. That's all I gotta say. All right, that kind of wraps up my Carolina Beach stuff in here. We're going to move down toward Curie Beach. I want to go by Oceaneer Motel and kind of see what's going on there, and then we're going to move it on down to Fort Fisher and do a little construction update down there and see what's happening. And then we're going to wrap this thing up, and then I got to go get my real day started. This is just my morning walk and talk with you guys, and then we're going to get some other stuff going today. So all in all, I want to say, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. You taking your time to watch. There goes a motorcycle. All right, let's head on. And before we move on down to the Oceaneer Motel area, I thought I would show you the Marina area here. They looks like they got everything opened up now. It might have been open for the last month, I don't know, but this is the first time I've actually walked down through here. It's been blocked off at least through the early parts of summer in July, and I thought I would just come down here and show you what it looks like. And they do have a boat here. It's got some flags on it that actually reads cruises. So it looks like they're going to bring back some kind of like moonlight cruise type of evening boat rides. That's kind of exciting. Kind of missed that the last few years, you know, since the Carl Winter boats have left town. You know, you ain't had no opportunity to do any cruising, but this thing's been under construction anyway, so it don't really matter. But it's really nice. I mean, look at this cool boardwalk. It's nice and wide now. You're not like on this little skinny sidewalk right off Canal Drive here anymore. You actually have a lot of walking area, and they even have some really nice benches down through there to sit at and watch some of the fishing boats come in the evening and see what kind of fish they caught. So it's really nice down here. I like it a whole lot, and just thought I would share this with you real quick before we head on by the Oceaneer and then move down to Fort Fisher. As I'm walking back to my car now, I know me and my mom was actually talking just a few days ago, and she was asking me some questions about Carolina Beach and how we were just talking about memories, just reminiscing and things like that. And we was actually talking about the old Carl Winter boats that used to be docked down here in Carolina Beach for many, many years, all through, I mean, the old days. Carl Winter always had boats down here and take people out deep sea fishing, and then he had his cruises he'd go on in the evenings in the summer months. And she was like, I wonder what those boats went to. And I say, you know what, that's a good question. I think I've heard rumors at times that they moved them to Florida. So maybe if you're in Florida somewhere, you might could ride on the Carl Winter boats. But I don't know. It'd be fascinating. It'd be so cool to go somewhere like that and be out of town and go across and like run across them. Be like, oh man, that's those old Carl Winter boats, man. But I don't know if the whole family moved everything down, or did they repaint them and name them something else? I don't know. If you have any, if you're a local here in the area and you have some insight on the Carl Winter boats and where they went to, definitely share it in the comments section. Definitely like to know that, man. That'd be kind of cool to know. I mean, that's part of Carolina Beach history right there, man. That was, my grandpa used to go out fishing with Carl Winter on his boats way back, way before I was even dreamt of. You know, because my mom was young then. She was a kiddo when they came down here. So yeah, you're dating way back quite a few years there. So yeah, I'd like to know where they went to. If you have any information on that, please share it with us. All right, as you can tell in the background, there's quite a bit of construction going on right here at the old Oceaneer Motel here in Carolina Beach. And man, they're hard at it, man. They're doing a lot of work to this building, that is for sure. I know about a year ago I was walking down the beach and I came down through here and I noticed that they was gutting the place, but now as you see, they have some new wooden step structure over here. They're doing a lot of work, and I just talked to one of the construction workers. He said they are going to reopen this place and it is going to be some kind of a motel moving forward. I don't know if it's still going to be called the Oceaneer or not, even though the sign is still right there in the front. But that is kind of an update as what's going on. They have a fence set up to keep people out, you know, for safety reasons, as they have a construction zone. But yeah, they're moving along now. But all in all, the only thing I can tell you about the Oceaneer is I remember kind of loosely on Facebook, maybe back in like early 2022, them announcing, there's no CM out here chasing me. They're, you know, announcing the closure, and there was some people kind of bummed out by it. Obviously, you know, people like these old motels and staying in them, and probably been staying in them most of their life, maybe 30 or 40 years even. And so when they closed it down, that summer I was walking along the beach here with my mother, because she was actually right here at the Atlantic Towers. She wanted to stay oceanfront, so we stayed there for a few days and just hung out. And then we walked by here, and I remember I walked up the beach access to the place, and they had a no trespass sign, but you could tell all the doors were kind of off and they were starting to gut it. And here we are a year later and they're still doing quite a bit of construction. It really got slow there over the winter this past year into early 2023. Not a lot of movement and things happening. I just kind of figured maybe they gutted it and they were just going to, you know, demolition and then rebuild something up. But no, they're actually going to open this place back up. I just don't know what, because I asked the guy, I said, is it going to still be called the Oceaneer? And he's like, I don't know. I have no clue. He said, I'm just working, doing some masonry work. So yeah, so there's your update, Oceaneer Motel. We'll keep an eye on it. As soon as I hear something, I'll let you guys know if you're interested in the Oceaneer Motel. So now we got this all knocked out. Let's move on down to Fort Fisher and do another construction update and check that out. All right, I have made my way down here to Fort Fisher, and the clouds are still being very pesky. They will not let the sun shine through this morning, that's for sure. They are really blocking. But eventually they're going to have to give up, because I see blue sky right above me. So bring it. You're not going to win. It's not going to win, man. So now I'm just going to keep walking along the path here. We're going to take a left through the most awesome trees on Pleasure Island right here. These trees are so cool. They're all wind blown and bent back. And check out the seagull right here all perched up. It's kind of a cool picture. He's kind of, you know, backlit. It's kind of cool looking with the waves breaking in the background. Kind of awesome. All right, let's head over to the Fort Fisher site. All right, now we have made it down here to the Fort Fisher Museum area. As you can see, they have their parking lot pretty much completed and finished. And the building, it looks like the exterior really looks good and looks like it's pretty tidy and completed. I still just don't know how I feel about this design. It looks so kind of out of place. You know, this doesn't like look like any kind of Civil War thing to me. You know, and I mean, that's what this was. And it's just kind of a odd shape. I don't know what this was about, what their design process was. I mean, it looks very modern and everything, I guess. I mean, to me, when I look at this, and you're gonna laugh, and maybe I'm crazy for thinking this, but it kind of looks like if you put Tesla right there on the side, what do you think this is going to be, like a place to buy electric cars or something? That's kind of, when I look at this building, that's what kind of I think about. I just think, I don't know why. No, I've never even seen a Tesla dealership up close in person, but I mean, they wouldn't have these big cannons out here, I guess. But yeah, man, couldn't you see like a, you know, a Model S here and a Y over here, and it's like a dealership. You walk in, that's a showroom. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Oh my God, I'm so retarded, I know. But yeah, this is it. They're gonna have some exhibits in there. I think I read one time they were gonna have like a bathing suit exhibit, which that's kind of fascinating. They're gonna show like bathing suits over the years, how they've changed and stuff. They definitely have a sign up here: construction zone, please keep out. So we're going to adhere to that. We will not be going on property because they are still doing quite a bit of work. Looks like I mean, they've already got grass planted. Hard to believe, back in July, there was a structure right there, the brick structure, the old historic site structure, where you could go inside and look at like a model version of what the land looked like here with the big humps and stuff here at Fort Fisher. And now that's been completely removed, and now you just have grass and irrigation system, and it looks like they're doing a lot of construction right over here. Looks like they're making another mound or something. Look at that little tunnel, that little walkway right there. I wonder what that's going to be. That's kind of fascinating. I was hoping they was going to have this thing completed by Labor Day, but it didn't happen. Definitely did not happen. But that's kind of where we're at the moment here at the Fort Fisher Historic Site. Getting ever so much closer. Who knows, maybe by the end of the year, by Christmas, maybe they'll have all this stuff done and open. But if I hear anything else in the future, I'll definitely keep you posted on it. And even if I don't make a video about it, maybe I'll put it in our community tab on here on YouTube. And that will pretty much do it for me today. Here from Pleasure Island, North Carolina. Covered a few different things today here on the channel. Did some construction updates, talk about brunches, what I thought about that, which I thought it was excellent. Really highly recommend going there and trying their food. And also did the update here at Fort Fisher. Don't know, still have no date. I looked online, there's no date on when this is actually going to open to the public. But I assure you one thing, when it does open, I will definitely be making my way down here to check it out and walk the grounds and see all the new stuff and how things have changed. And even though the building, in my opinion, looks like a Tesla dealership, once we get inside, I'm sure it'll grow on me. Once we get inside, and I'm sure it's going to be really, really cool. They're putting a lot of work and effort in this place, and they're taking their time with it, and you can't fault nobody for that. So it is a lot different than it used to be, but I come around to it. I have a hard time with change sometimes, but I think it's going to be okay. All right, my friends, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. That helps me out so much. If you are new to the channel, by all means, hit that subscribe button. Tell all your friends and family about me. Let them hit that subscribe button. See if we can get some more subscribers. I'm really enjoying making these vlogs. I upload on Fridays and Mondays. Sometimes on Wednesdays I get to drop an extra one in there, normally a shorter version of a video. But I do try to make it happen sometime. My work schedule kind of keeps me from doing more vlogs. I would love to do more vlogs, but my work schedule is not always so friendly when it comes to that part. But all in all, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and you guys stay safe out there, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Y'all have a great fall. Summer is pretty much over now. We have to gear up for fall and move toward New Year's and Christmas and all that stuff. And I look forward to sharing my adventures with you as we move toward New Year's. Kind of some exciting things on the horizon. And I will definitely make a video down the road to kind of address some of those things and kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to be into. And see if it'd be something you'd like to watch and hang out with me and check it out. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe out there, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Man, these waves are rolling in. Yeah. Listen to them. Boom. Look at that. Ocean's a little angry this morning. That's what the northeast wind will do. It will definitely stir it up. That's for sure.